Oh, what's good? What's poppin'? This is the Peace Dealer. Welcome, one and all. Thank you very much for tuning in as you always do. Welcome to Aquarius season, because every Aquarius season we go through a very relevant collective conscious update. Please also keep in mind that every season we evolve, but Aquarius season is the sign. Aquarius is the sign of my North Node and my MC. So very much so love Aquarius and the season too. I always think of it as a certain upgrade. And let me tell you, my friends, there's definitely going to be a whole lot of change just coming on in the channel alone. Before I start this broadcast, though, for those of you who are still waiting for the outstanding reports, I have been able to get a good number done. I still haven't forgot about you. Some of you have emailed me for updates. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to get more finished. But yeah, I'm going to really talk about the services I'll be offering, because there's going to be a lot of changes moving forward. But once again, yeah, if anything, thank you very much so for your patience. For those of you who have ordered already, you might have noticed I rescheduled some of the readings because Mondays and Wednesdays I will be in class. So that's really the only thing that's slowing down the delivering of the readings. But other than that, shout out to those of you who already received it. Love the feedback. So for those who haven't, please don't hesitate to give feedback. Loving the feedback as well. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys for your patience. It's not going to really take me too much longer to catch up as well, because thankfully I'm working with a finite number of reports now. So if you've been waiting for a while, you definitely will not be waiting that much longer. I've whittled down the number, thankfully. And yeah, thank you guys who have been sending your good vibes and protection. I'm totally okay. I've just been stressed, kind of catching up. I kind of feel like I'm on an uphill battle, like finally catching up so I could like create new content and everything. But regardless, other than that, I'm still pretty grateful. I'm still definitely blessed, and really more so excited to finally make it to this chapter where, like I have been saying over the past few months, we are stepping outside of this filler arc. And now that we have been moving forward into an eclipse season, we have segued and transitioned through Saturn. So I've been saying, your life's changing. We're moving forward into the next, energy, if anything. And a lot of this had to do with the next collective shift of energy. So Jupiter was in Libra and Saturn was in Sagittarius. All right. The North Node has been in Leo. So we have had to wait for certain collective shifts. Some of you have been wanting to understand, what I mean, when you're going to experience big breaks in energy, or how, frequently you can gain some kind of breakthrough. I have good news and I have bad news. All right. I'm going to start with the bad news first. The bad news is if you found that your current challenges have been difficult If everything up until now has been difficult, if everything up until now has been very challenging, I don't know what to tell you, because that was all filler arc stuff. That was literally stuff that was not at all central to the main plot of your life. You had to go through some kind of difficulty, but the whole purpose of this energy was to kind of show you the dark forces got nothing on you, B. Like, you're very powerful and you're very strong. And it's really talking a lot about how you facilitate this. But the real difficulty starts now. Like, Saturn in Capricorn is not concerned with weaklings. I'm sorry. This is not Cancer energy. This is not, oh, let me heal your wound, boo-boo. No, this is, why are you a loser? I don't want anything to do with you. This is energy that's literally like, where's your best and where's your greatest? Because I don't need to really, I'm not wasting any time with mediocrity. So if you're still, you know what I'm saying? The bad news is, if you're still looking for a big break, if you're still kind of looking for a miracle to break through from the sky, then you're totally missing the point of what the universe has been trying to show you. And that's that you have the power. You are going to break yourself through. You are this miracle worker. Okay, you are this person that's going to literally like break through out of your predicament and then show others that they can break through too. The bad news that I have is that, you know what I'm saying, things are about to get more difficult and more challenging than you have ever experienced, because we have not had Pluto, Saturn, and we have not had Pluto, Saturn, Capricorn in forever. And you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to be weak, or are you trying to be powerful? Are you still going to let shadow stuff that you know is less than you bring you down? Every single challenge that the universe has put in your way has involved something that you can transcend. And that's where your spirit guides hook you up with. No matter what kind of psychic attack you go through, whatever difficulties you go through, this boss battle is still raging. Some of you have already beat the boss. Some of you are still fighting this boss battle. You know what I'm saying? This final challenge in your life. Only you can do this. Don't look for any cheat codes. Don't look for other people to help you fight your battles. Some of you are desperately trying to avoid this battle. Some of you are desperately trying to find friends you can take your intuitions and synchronicities and try and make sense with. And it's like, and then you're catching feelings because no one's giving you any attention. And it's like, no one's giving you any attention because you have to deal with this on your own. And if you keep getting isolated, it's because you're not dealing with this on your own. When you fight that final boss, there's no one else that helps you fight that final boss. Even if it's a game that has an extra character, it's you. It's literally you. And you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't necessarily have some insurmountable challenge that you have to face, you just still want to remember that you're just now coming back on the main arc of your life. You have cleared away so much karma so that you could be in a position to step into and unveil your own cosmic narrative, which is just this is the great news. The bad news, once again, is if you're kind of expecting things to kind of get easier, if you're kind of expecting things to just probably fall on your lap, if you're still waiting for that twin flame or soulmate to just waltz into your life, you're literally going to be waiting forever. And you're just going to be watching horoscopes every week, hoping that the reader pulls a good card, thinking, yes, this week is my week. And you know what I'm saying? There was a time for that. There was a time that some of you had to be humbled and watch stuff like that. Now, you know what I'm saying? You have to supplement. That can't be your main priority. If you're still waiting for opportunities, if you're still waiting for some lover to bless you, then you still don't get the lesson. If you still feel like you have to do something to get what you're worth, then you don't get the lesson. You need to look in the mirror. You're the one. You're the soulmate you're looking for. You're the twin. The only reason why you project intense love towards a partner is because they reflect all this stuff within you that you like that they do. It almost always never is that you really like that person. And the reason why I know this is true is because this is the life that every Gemini lives. This is the life that every Sagittarius lives. Gemini and Sagittarius realizes, and Pisces realize, you guys don't like us. You guys just like us because we reflect back at you. This is why Geminis and Pisces get called two-faced so much, because when it comes to one-on-one interactions, a Gemini will make that one-on-one interaction so special. A Pisces, a Libra will make that one-on-one interaction so special with you because they're personalized. We're mutable signs. We literally like mirror you. And then when you start to see facets of our real self, you'll be like, oh, we're fake. Oh, how come you don't act like that with me? And it's like, no, it's not that we're fake. It's that you liked the image that I showed you that reflected you. And now that you're not seeing you and you're seeing me, you don't like that. And this applies outside to just mutable signs. Let's just be 100% real, because I could talk like this because Venus is in detached Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius does not give a damn how you feel. I'm sorry. Venus in Aquarius is trying to organize the community and teach the community about social justice issues. Venus Aquarius, I'm sorry, doesn't really care about your feelings. I'm sorry. It's going to acknowledge it. It's going to be like, oh, that's cute. But so if you're still doing this whole like, I have to be with my soulmate, oh my gosh, I have to actually like have this wish come true, then you're playing yourself, okay? And it really has a whole lot to do with what it is you're in a position to really open up to, okay? When Venus is in Cancer, we care about your feelings again. And you know what? Venus is going to be in Pisces, so you can get romantic. But Venus is in Aquarius right now, my friends. Venus does not care, because while you're busy getting into your feelings, Venus is really uncovering social dynamics that have a lot more to do with intellectual pursuits, not about what one may want to project on another. And this isn't really speaking on those who don't make projections. So not saying that having feelings is bad, but let's just be real. I'm a messenger here, okay? You don't want to really be caught in at this stage of the game as you're starting a new arc with energies that are lingering and with anything that does not acknowledge that you are the miracle. Are you looking for the moving forward, my friends? And the reason why I have to talk about love exclusively is because this is the first week where we're skipping into Sun conjunct Venus, conjunct Juno, conjunct South Node. So right now, more than anything, the most important thing are new relationships and development of relationships. This week is the beginning of a 3-week chapter where you're bringing in new relationships and you're evolving existing relationships, okay? We came out the filler arc in Sagittarius. Capricorn, everything came on the ship. And now in Aquarius, bam, your new arc is starting. In the new arc, there's new characters in your new arc. It's not a filler arc anymore. This is a real canon. And remember, everyone since 2009 is going to come back. Dominic Buckner is actually part of my main canon, because when I moved to El Paso in 2009, everyone I know from El Paso is kind of filler. Up until now, there might be a few people from El Paso or even in Kansas that short period, unless it was Kansas before 2009. Dominic, I met from University of Maryland. This is someone who people I met there and before, just like anyone you knew before 2009 coming back into your life, and then plus new people. So some of you have been trying to make it work with the soulmate. All right. During the filler arc, you attracted a soulmate or a twin flame. potential who carried the vibration of someone who is exactly who you're going to meet in the real arc. So it's like you're trying to make it work with that business partner. You're trying to make it work with that relationship, but they're not part of your real arc. But you're going to meet someone in the main arc who vibrates the exact same as them, or who is exactly them, but they reintroduce themselves. So that's why it's like the last thing you need to worry about is how you're going to manipulate situations, because you don't manipulate situations. Remember that. You're just busy having to be yourself so that you know where you belong to. And it's so important that you embrace very powerfully your quantum self, because the goddess of marriage and the proclaimed goddess of love, Venus and Juno coming together, you're going to be aware of all the relevant connections in your life. And the South Node energy is bringing people back. Okay, some of you are literally going to make things work with ex-partners that you never thought you could, or certain people who you've never been with that you are like, nope, it would never work. It's going to work because the karma is going to activate. And we're talking about in any context, but the reason why I have to talk about relationships is because we're in an air sign, okay? Reintroductions, returns. I'm speaking of people who literally were not in your life and they're just going to come back. Or certain people reintroduce themselves because they were in your filler, but now they know someone in your main arc and they have to reintroduce themselves. So even though you may have known they existed, they now have to reintroduce themselves in the context of where you are in your life right now, not how they might have known you before, because you've changed. Okay. So this is a very pivotal week. You're unveiling your current narrative. If any of you have seen Stranger Than Fiction, it's going to be a weird ass week, my friends. Like, some of you are going to finally gain context to stuff that you have always known your higher self was really showing you. I want you to go back to April, and honestly, this is what's going to happen for a lot of people. So some of you are kind of freaking out in the chat because you feel like you're going to attract people from your past, but that's very hypocritical, my friends. Are you the same person that you were pre-2009? No. I'm going to answer that question for you. No. So a lot of people who are coming back into your life, you're not going to recognize them. You're going to see some people come back that it's going to be a new relationship because their vibration is so different, because your vibration is so different. And a lot of you are going to attract new people, especially if you're in a new place, and especially if you are, you know what I'm saying, in a new area. But for those of you who cannot embrace forgiveness, know that some of you are going to be in positions where you do not let certain people back in your life, but you still have karma with them. So you're playing yourself. Remember that, okay? If you're going to let some past energy stop you from someone who's genuinely changed. Now, if someone has not changed, they're not even going to be in your karmic like cycle. All right. And they're really under no need to change. But just remember this. And I kind of made it seem that a whole host of people are going to come back. The reason why it's more people coming back is because of that South Node, but there's a North Node and Leo. So you're going to meet a whole bunch of new people too. This is the week where the reason why last week I wanted you to make a new friend is because you're going to meet a whole host of new people this week and a whole host of new people next week. And the people you meet this week and next week are going to stick. Any single friendship that you make Aquarius season will stick. All right, remember this. And it's important because definitely ever since April of last year, your higher self has been feeding you a narrative that had to coincide with the realization of not only your higher self, but also the realization of, let's say, your quantum self. You have just since April of 2017 built your quantum self and really this higher vibrational sense of yourself. So the quantum connections that you have and the people in your life that illustrate more or less your greater understanding of what's going on will also reflect, once again, the vision you've had and how your higher self or higher energetic connections have led you forward. Because once we're stepping into Pisces and Aquarius season, we're embracing Uranus and we're embracing Neptune. And this is going to really have us question how much we, once again, thought we knew about what is. All right. But before we kind of get into that, I just want to illustrate this week is just about uncovering the narrative. The moon has just exited Pisces and it's going to go into Gemini. We're stepping into a gateway, and the first quarter square that we have in Taurus is going to very strongly put your current knowledge in check. As such, up until tomorrow, I really want you to disassociate everything that you thought you knew. I want you to tune into your higher self. And I want you to really believe what you channel. Not everyone's going to channel because not everyone opens up to their higher self. So some of you may listen to what I'm saying and you won't do it because you don't believe in yourself. It is impossible to tune into your higher self if you don't believe in yourself, because the whole notion of belief is a higher minded faculty, Pisces, Sagittarius, that opens up this doorway so that you could literally channel the light in your crown through higher frequency vibrations you might not be able to see with your naked eye visibly. And I want you to suspend your judgment, because the story and narrative that your higher self may be telling you of what's happening in 7D or 5D is not necessarily always going to be what you see happening down here. So I need you to suspend your judgment, because all day this week you're going to see this start to mirror up, and you're also going to really start to see, in a certain sense, a lot of this energy kind of blend. All right. This is going to be a freaky week where the karma between you and other people connect. It's this type of week where it's like, holy crap, the fact that I was here in this building and you were here, and then I was there and you were there in this building, and we've seen each other 5 times, clearly means that we have some kind of, it's just going to kind of intertwine things. All right. If you've been already experiencing that, it's going to really kind of come on a little more. And this is why I'm like, the last thing you have to worry about is what to do with these connections, because you'll know based on how aligned to your own path you are. Okay. There's totally very weird sense of synchronicities, and also what's the word, a chain of, I don't want to say coincidences, but let's just say orchestration. That's why if you've seen a movie like Stranger Than Fiction, this will make sense to you. The whole notion of your life being narrated by higher forces. Stranger Than Fiction kind of personified this, and kind of gave Will Ferrell one of his coolest acting roles, in my opinion. And you know, he ended up being a character that this author wrote, but the author actually lives in the same universe as he does, in the same world. And everything that the author would write in the book would happen to this dude. And it's like he can hear her narrating. All right. And it's the odd relationship, ironically, between a Gemini and an Aquarius, where Aquarius is that narrator. So it's not really far from the truth. All right. If you use your imagination, it may not necessarily be as, you know, exact, although you would be surprised, especially if you watch Adjustment Bureau. but it's definitely going to, signify a certain sense of how you can be in tune with the greater plot that governs the cutscenes you have, and also that governs how well you are in flow with your life. It's once every year you kind of get to sit with the narrator, and Aquarius season represents that. So the reason why I say unveiling your narrative is because this is a really great week to gain an idea of what the next 6 months looking forward is going to be like for you. Aquarius represents the future. So we're here. We're finally here in the future. Whatever narrative your higher self has been telling you since last year, April, and it's your narrative because it should really feel like, what? Is this true? What? This is weird. If it doesn't feel weird, and if it doesn't feel like it's some kind of sci-fi movie, then it's probably you're not listening to the right voice. Unless you already don't find that kind of stuff weird and it's totally normal to you, then that's different. But this is really now the season where whatever you have been guided to believe, it's coming in. You're going to be aware of it. And it's going to evolve again next year. But this year is a big deal because we have the South Node in Aquarius and Juno is here as well. Okay, so really keep that in mind. You will find that this go around, because of the South Node in Aquarius, you're not only going to really connect with certain people who are a part of your tribe, but they're going to know who you are. This is why you had to put in considerable amounts of work really knowing who you are. Because for 78% plus of you watching, this week is going to be the week where you just go to Starbucks and then a group of 2 people come up to you and they're like, Agent 76, we've been looking for you. Our whole life, we finally found you. Are you ready to go home to our organization? And you really just start your next, you really start the main core. You might have just come out of a filler arc of learning to believe in yourself, and you kept on getting synchronicities like, why do I feel like I'm a secret agent? And then you had synchronicities and you're like, my quantum self is Agent 76. But you really weren't sure. You really had no one else you can talk to this about. Anyone that you would literally talk to about being a special agent, people would literally look at you like, are you sick in the head? Like, what are you a special agent about? Where's your agency? Where's your agency? Where are your other agents? If you're a secret agent, aren't you going to be a part of agency? Where are they at? What you talking about? Okay, and this filler arc really just had a lot to do, not even about you being an agent. It just had to do with you in the transition period. Okay, remember, if you were born before 1970, then you will have already had a certain sense of backstory, as opposed to everyone born during that phase. You're just starting your first arc, especially if you're Pluto Scorpio. So, you end the filler arc, you go into Capricorn season and you're like, wow, I don't really know at all what the hell is going on, but I really do feel now more than ever that I am Agent 76. This is just an example. I'm Agent 76. I don't know what the hell that means yet, but I know that I'm a secret agent of some kind of, facility. I'm a part of the Men in Black. And then this is the week where you're just minding your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, someone from behind you is like, yeah, don't worry, I'll take this kid's coffee. Hey, come sit with me. Do you know you're part of a super spy organization, Agent 76? What is the distinct thing here? You did not tell any of these people who you are. They told you. Welcome to the South Node in Aquarius. If this was the North Node in Aquarius, then you would have to build that. You would have to build that agency from scratch. But the resources is this quantum knowledge. So you're going to have certain people who also don't fit in recognize you. Aquarius is all about soulmate, twin flame, recognition. And I don't mean in a romantic sense, I mean in a soul sense. And you're going to have every single relationship that you key into is definitely going to recognize you. So if you go through the whole season of Aquarius and you don't connect with anyone for this eclipse, you can't play the whole "no one met me this month." Chances are you didn't put yourself out there. You didn't take advantage of opportunities to share yourself. You didn't try and make any new friends. You try to play this woe is me game. Why doesn't anyone love me? Why doesn't anyone pay attention to me? And you're only playing yourself because the universe is laughing at you with Saturn. Like, get a hold of this kid. They feel themselves that much. Have their own pity party and soap opera. Okay? If you're doing the bare minimum, no one's telling you to be a Sagittarius and just go out in front of public and put on a show for anyone. If you're just putting yourself in a position to show up to where you have to go and actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get to know somebody. See, some of you don't even have to get to know people because you'll just stay where you are and then someone will try and get to know you. So as long as you're not trying to curve everyone who's alive and you're listening to your intuition when it says, ooh, talk to this person, you'll be okay. No one's telling you to go talk to 85 people. No one's telling you to be a whore and like have sex with the first 50 people you meet. But are you at least making yourself available? Or are you just putting yourself under a hole, hoping that someone's gonna magically find where you live, knock on your door, and open up? All right. See, I'm doing that, but that's because my birth tarot card is the Hermit card. And, you know, some people have Dark Lords in that. Some people are Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? Some people have like Saturn on their moon. And you know what? Maybe we're just kind of going through this eternal hermit phase. If you genuinely just hate people and you're just not even trying to see that's an exception because you genuinely just don't do this people stuff. But if you're really wanting to like have a healthy relationship, and I don't genuinely hate people. My Gemini sun loves people. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. But you know what I'm saying? If you have already resolved in your heart of hearts that you're just gonna abandon humanity, and it's like, I'm just closing my doors. Like, I don't mess with anybody. I only go outside because I just like to, you know, pick up my Uber Eats. Then you're just a different type of gangster. Like, if you're a hermit gangster and you're okay with having imaginary friends and maybe the occasional online friend, and you're just gonna be like a legit loner your whole life, then all power to you. I'm not even gonna shame that. You're much stronger than the majority of people. Yeah, I said it. Because if you're gonna do that whole monk in the mountains thing, I'm kind of jealous. You have that kind of self-control. Me, I don't have that self-control. So at some point, I am going to have to develop my interpersonal communication skills and really just learn this thing called basic human emotion that, you know, I would much rather not at all want to get to know, but unfortunately I have feelings. Unfortunately, I have feelings. And I really just contemplate how much happier I would be if I was a robot. Then I remember I'd be a robot and I wouldn't have feelings of being happy. So that'd be ideal because I could just never feel, and then I could just like do what the hell I wanted to do and not let a single emotion get in the way. And I can just you have no idea how much I want to be that dude that's just like, oh yeah, like relationships are amazing. I will encourage you to get in a relationship until you try and set me up in a relationship, and it's just like, I'm good, but let's get you in love. That's amazing. I don't want to be a Scrooge. I don't want to be that person that's just like, I'm not gonna get in love, so I just hate anyone who's in love. No, there's balance. There's nothing more beautiful I enjoy than seeing two people who genuinely love each other. I think it's an amazing thing. Unless they start getting PDA, and I'll just be like, could you like get a room? Thank you. But you know, when seeing two people love each other, if you hate on that, you're just a hater. Okay. Now, when you try and bring that around me, and it's like, oh, are you gonna catch feelings, Mike? That's when I'm gonna do my shucking and jiving, and then I'm just gonna do the substitution jutsu, and I'm just going to disappear. Ha ha ha! So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I have to deal with human emotions, and I have just lacked that self-control needed to just shut my feelings off. Unfortunately, sometimes I catch feelings, y'all. I catch feelings. Thank God for Aquarius season. That's just going to give me a whole month and the opportunity to just detach. And you know, this is unorthodox, but if some of you could kind of like, you know, put those emotions over there, that will be great. I don't want to go on a whole like I hate feelings thing. I think you should embrace your feelings. I'm just gonna be hypocritical and not embrace mine, but I think you should embrace your feelings. I feel like emotions are the bread and butter. They help connect us. All right. It's just, yeah. If I remember every single time in my life I have caught feelings, I have done probably the most brain dead, retarded things ever in my life. And I don't even mean that to shame actual like mentally ill people. I know it's like wrong to say retarded. I don't mean that to make fun of them. You have seen me make fun of earth signs for being slow. You've seen me make fun of water signs for being stupid, for getting in their feelings. Heck, you've even seen me make fun of fire signs for being dumb. But there is nobody stupider than me when I get in my feeling. No, I was joking. But yeah, you know, you see, it's very easy for y'all to be like, stop being a punk and embrace your feelings until you get in your feelings. And then you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do because you convince yourself you're in love when you're really just infatuated. And I can't even blame feelings for that. It is what it is. I think the emotionally mature people in this world are just amazing. You know what I'm saying? If Saturn and Sagittarius taught me, and I have to say this like this because this is a consciousness for certain people, okay? Certain people don't know they can make this decision. And let me just let you know, because we live in a life where it's like, if you decide to, you know, jump around from relationships, you look a certain way. Or if you decide to never get in a relationship, you look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of realized what Saturn and Sagittarius taught me is feelings are an amazing thing. All right. I got to experience this thing called feelings, but I just realized feelings just aren't for me. Okay, you ever just test drive a car and you test drive it for like a couple of months, and keep in mind as I say this, like we have Jupiter and Scorpio and Neptune and Pisces. You ever just like test drive a car and it's just like, ooh, this car is kind of dope, but it's just not really my type. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to see this car for someone else, totally nice, but just for me, you know what I'm saying? Totally good. It is what it is. I'm just joking. I'm really just saying this to piss all the water signs off, because you know all the water signs, you know all the air and fire signs are like, boy, keep preaching. You know all the water signs are just rolling their eyes so notoriously, like, if the peace dealer does not stop gaslighting his feelings right now. I'm sorry, I'm an air sign. Like, I don't think you guys know air signs are perpetually on a war against feelings. Like, I don't think you guys see that you guys are lucky Gemini is honest. I don't think you guys know where air signs are every day experimenting with a way to like shut their feelings off. Like, if we could ever, and if you're an Aquarius, if you're a Libra in the live chat, I need you to co-sign for me. If you're a Gemini, I need you to co-sign, just so it doesn't sound like I'm just saying this. Air signs, we're finding a way to just shut off feelings. I know you see robot development. The day we come up with technology to just shut feelings off, you're just going to see Libra. Just like, I was going to say you're going to see Libra wake up, but Libra never even goes to sleep, because Libra is just the scientist like, I must find this magical serum to turn feelings off. Could you imagine if Bruno Mars didn't have feelings, how much more of an amazing musician and monster he'd be? Like, this dude's trying to find the cure too. Oh wait, we're not allowed to call it a cure because that would be disrespectful. I swear, Libra would just be like, I found it! Yes! Yes, this is the last time I'm going to smile because we're not going to have feelings again. Do you know how much air signs just wish we could just be like earth signs, we're jealous of you. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, we're jealous of you because we look at y'all and we see you really have no feelings and we're like, I want that. I want that. How do they just shut it off? How do they just shut? What's going on? See, y'all don't know. Air signs, we just act like, unfortunately, we have to deal with feelings. Earth signs have to deal with feelings too, but earth signs can really cut it off. And it's just so, now I understand how y'all are opposite water. I don't know how y'all even deal with that, first of all. But it's like, we kind of throw shade on the earth, but we jealous of y'all earth just because of that. It's like, yo, dead ass, like Virgo, you can really just turn your feelings off. Virgo will just do it, and it's like, and then they'll be like, well, we still feel, earth signs will be like, we still feel feelings too, and then everyone else laughs because we know that's not true at all, and they think they feel feelings, but they're really not. But it's just like, damn, like I really wish we could just kind of, oh well, anyway, rant aside, you know, just be mindful. All of this objective energy is going to help you resort a lot of these feelings. See, we're going to go into Pisces season, and, you know, some of y'all are just going to slip right back into your feelings. And it's I'm just trying to say, enjoy this Aquarius season as much as you can, because some of y'all think you're done. Some of y'all think, yes. You ever just get yourself out of a feeling coma? This is that week where you get yourself out of that feeling coma. Capricorn got you out of the feeling coma, and it's like, yes. Oh my gosh. It's been a whole week and I haven't caught feelings. You ever go like a whole week without catching feelings for anything or anyone, and then you just start to pick your courage back like, yes, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this, yes. And you just go a whole day without feeling crap for anyone. Water signs, I know you don't know what this is like at all. But, you know, air signs, fire. You ever go through that whole week where it's like, yes. Y'all don't even know. You don't even know. Pisces is just creeping in the cut like they don't even know they're about to fall right back in their feelings. Some of you, I've seen the future. Some of you, 3 weeks from now, you're just about to fall back in your feelings like, no, I was so close. No. The feels are just going to be like, we're back. No. Synchronicity, dream, sign. You thought you can escape me? I am the feels. You can never escape me. And you're just going to start caring for things and people again. And then your feelings are just going to take you over. And it's going to be like, no, no. I was so close to being heartless. No, no. You ever get so close to just being heartless? You just pray into the universe like, yes, God, please send me someone who will break my heart so I can just never feel again, please. And so of course you make the mistake of praying to God, because now God listens to your prayer and God's like, ooh, I'm gonna send a love ninja, make you fall in love. And then you're just so close to being heartless, and then bam, you catch feelings, and it's just like, no, I care again. No, I'm about to help out this homeless person because I care about things again. No, I'm about to actually listen when people talk to me because I actually care about their day. I was so close to being heartless. I almost awakened my Sharingan. No. Yes. This is why you need to avoid fire signs and water signs like the plague. You see, fire signs and water signs always try and make someone fall in love. Always try and make someone fall in love. You ever talk to a Leo? A Leo's always just like, so, are you in love? Did you meet anyone new? They wouldn't even try to get with you. They just always want to know if you in love or not. Like, are you in love though? Like, okay. Well, are you in love? Like, are you with anyone? Stay away from these fire signs and water signs. They're love ninjas, okay? All they're preoccupied is about getting you in your feelings and getting you in love. All stuff you don't need right now. You're stepping into the main arc of your life. Okay, you need to let people suffer. You're going to see all sorts of people coming up to you like, oh, please, I need your help. Oh, please, I need your guidance. Oh, please. You need to just have that detached coldness, give them some knowledge, but let them suffer. And please just let them do what they have to do. This is not Cancer season. The North Node is not in Cancer right now. Okay, listen, you slip up and you let a water sign, I swear to God, like I was chilling with the Cancer with the Virgo moon, had to stop hanging out with her. And I can't do this with Cancer and Taurus. With Cancer and Taurus, you just literally start catching feelings like slow. Had to start hanging out with this Cancer because like after the third time, bam, I was like, if I hang out anymore, and it's always like that with Cancer and Taurus, you know what you're doing every single time. It's horrible. It's like Cancer and Taurus will know, oh, nice. After this person chills with me like 3 or more times, I got them. And it's like, no, y'all are bad. Y'all are bad. And it's just so easy to grow on y'all. Before you know it, you just want to be. Cancer is even just sinister with it. It's impossible to not fall in love with a Cancer with like after chilling with them 5 times. It's horrible. I'm not trying to catch these feelings and be a better person, mess around and start singing songs in the morning and just really like actually smiling and no, snap out of it, people. Snap out of it, please. Not a lot of people realize you're under an illusion. Okay? Do you know how painful it is for me? Someone that I work with in close esteem constantly tells me to never get married. And I know she's joking, but I know she's not joking. And I know her and her partner are in love. And that gets to me. It's like one day, what if you get with someone that you share your life with, and then you start sharing your memories and your good stuff and your bad stuff together, and you share this same bed together? That's disgusting. And then you start sharing your memories, and then you start sharing your story. You just start doing things together. You guys don't think that's weird? You guys don't think that's weird at all? You guys don't think your life was totally great when you were alone and miserable, and then you just got with someone, and then you gave birth to little monsters? Can you believe I'm a monster? If my parents didn't have sex, I wouldn't be born, and now I'm terrorizing all of you. This is how evil love is. I'm trying to snap you guys out because I only have 1 month a year every Aquarius season to try and snap you back, because then we go into Pisces season and then everyone gets fish-tarded, and then I can't spit this rhetoric to you because then we're gonna go to Leo season and it's just like, damn, you're all gonna be in love again. It pains me. It really pains me. It's like I don't want to tell you to not get married. It's the most beautiful thing, except it's the most scary and weird thing ever. Like, you're just going to spend the rest of your life with somebody else who you know you're going to hate in like 2 years. And then you just have to rationalize, damn, I'm just going to continue to tell myself this was a good reason, even though I know damn well that I hate this person with all my guts, but they just still are cute to me for some reason. I have y'all to thank. Like, I just see so many people in fulfilling relationships where it's just like, do you guys really like each other, or do you just need each other to do stuff for each other? Because I'm totally down for that too. It's just like, damn it. It's just like, damn it. It's like, God damn it. What the hell? What the hell? So if some of you are in this generational conflict, having to make certain decisions, here's what I'm going to tell you as truth, as for my higher self, and then here's what my real self has to tell you. Okay? If you're still single, you are blessed. If you are still single, my friends, you are blessed. Don't fall in love. Please. Don't. I can't say this much longer anymore because the real me is going to kick in and I'm going to say, forget this hogwash rhetoric. Open up your damn heart and make some beautiful children. But please, life is too short to throw it away. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning with your badass 2-year-old literally having you question if you made the worst decision of your life, walking down the aisle and giving birth to that monster. I mean, don't get it twisted. The Facebook pictures of this little cute tyke are amazing until they're just destroying all the $50 champagne you worked so hard to build. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Are you going to sign your life away for just a couple nights of amazing sex and moments that you thought were going to lead to amazingness? Is it? Is it? You can live a much better life alone and miserable. That's all I'm saying. If you have the decision to be single and miserable and lonely, don't throw that away just so you could be happy in love for the rest of your life. Damn, that sounded so messed up. All right, anyway, other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Anyone who tries to date me, I'm going to just be like, honey, I'm narcissistic and I'm a psychopath, so I'm undateable. But here's a friend that you can date. The peace dealer can help you find your soulmate. As far as me, I only look good. I will drive you crazy. Give me like 3 weeks. I'll waste your time like a pro. And I'll throw the you deserve better line. Because I just have no time to play around at this point. And it is what it is. Other than that, for those of you who actually don't want to be miserable and you want to take that next step and you really do want to throw your life away raising the next generation of monsters, I mean children, who are going to lead this world into oblivion, I mean into a brighter future, then all power to you. You are a special type of powerful. And when you are ready to pull your hair out, really realizing that you now have to compromise to a whole bunch of other people that you really don't know like you thought you did, because eventually they're going to have Uranus opposite their Uranus, and then they're going to change who they were, and then you're going to be like, damn, was I right marrying this person? I thought I penetrated their mask. And then you realize, no, it's all good. You have yourself to thank. You have yourself to thank. You really could just roll the roulette. Some of you just like to roll the roulette and be like, well, I'm going to marry this person. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to date this person. Hopefully this will work. Shout out to those of you who still date people for a long time, or you know, karma and fate brought you together. So if you didn't date for a long time, it's all good because you're still together, and that's a testament. Yeah, I'm totally trolling. I think I've wanted to be in a relationship so long. The universe just had to sit me down and be like, my brother, we were protecting you. We were protecting you. Especially you. You're stupid in love. So, yeah. Anyway, if anything, yeah. So, that's really all I have to say. You know, Lilac Ocean 420, I am a moon in Capricorn. I am allowed to be bitter. I am allowed to be salty. If there's any sign that's allowed to be bitter and salty, it's the earth. Okay? This is what I live for. And if I can be this, do you know, when I was a little kid in school for Earth Day, I think I was in like 5th grade in grade school, they casted me as Ebenezer Scrooge. It was World Day. I was Ebenezer Litterbug. And I was the Scrooge. Mr. Capricorn Moon memorized that whole script. Even as a kid, the universe knew I was a Scrooge-ass boy. Okay? So if anyone is allowed to be a salty, bitter man, it's Mr. Moon and Capricorn over here. Okay? I live for this shit. It's all good. I will be that old crone on the stoop talking about you young kids and your happy faces. Why don't you go be miserable? No, I'm just joking. Hopefully I won't be that old dude. But yes, okay, don't talk to me about being bitter. Ebenezer Litterbug, okay? Before I knew about astrology, that tripped me out. That's how I knew I was a South Node Leo. I was like, damn. Oh my God. Damn. Ebenezer Litterbug. It was a World Day play. It was a play back when we did stage plays, memorized all them lines. It was amazing. All right. But it is what it is. Shout out to those of you who have, you know, totally opened up to your fate. And if you're a North Node in Aqua or a South Node in Aqua, it's definitely going to activate a lot of karma. So Heidi said something that is unfortunately something I want to avoid. She said that I'm going to fall hard soon, and I'm telling you, man. See, right now, Aquarius grants you the gift of detaching, but everyone's gonna fall back in their feelings. So, can you guys pray for me? I'm going to pull the cards for the zodiac signs. Remember, this week we're going to come into our first quarter square. So you want to dissociate a whole lot of what you believe is going to happen and just fully believe that this sci-fi movie that your intuition is telling you is real. This first quarter square with the moon in Taurus is going to give you facts that's going to reassociate your mind with the facts. And it's going to be like, oh, okay, this isn't sci-fi. This is the part where it's true. But until then, you need to just allow yourself to go with the flow. Neptune is dissolving what is real based on what's going to happen versus what you experience. So yeah, but I need y'all to pray for me. Like, I think I might catch feelings again. I need you to pray that I don't catch feelings, okay? I need you to pray that my curve power is strong. See, the devil is fighting. The devil wants the peace dealer to go back into a rabbit hole and catch feelings. I've been curving imaginary bays left and right. I've been curving real life stalkers left and right who feel like they don't care if I don't want them to email me. They're just going to like send me messages anyway, which, you know, it's a bit of a double standard, but it is what it is. I don't really care. Y'all need to pray for me, okay? Y'all need to pray that my curve game will be strong so that I can not only curve these temptations, but actually some of y'all are gonna pray I catch feelings. I shouldn't have said that, but it's all good. I messed up. I'm about to mess around. Y'all gonna pray so hard I'll come back and be like I'm getting married next video. If I get in a relationship, guys, I will never forgive you. If the next time you see me on this live video, I'm all happy and like, I'm in love, I will never forgive you guys. This is Michael's dark side. Hold on. This is Michael's dark side. I see some of you people showing him love and positivity. You know how much I have to brush that off. If this boy you don't know how much I sabotage this boy's vessel from positive, healthy relationships. It's everything I can do for him to do some weird and awkward shit just so the people who he's talking to can just be awkward and walk away. I work overtime for that. I work overtime. I'm the reason why I will write some weird ass message just so the person I'm writing the message to can be turned off. It's this dark side, and I will sabotage love from this person's life. And I swear, if he finds love, I will never forgive you guys, because if he finds love, then that love is going to kick this darkness out, and then it's going to be nothing but light and sunshine. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Yeah. See, it starts with opening your heart, you know what I'm saying? It starts with embracing your feelings, and then you start to have a healthy dynamic and discourse, and then you start to have great balance in your life, and then you start to develop healthy connections with others, and then you finally hop in that pool. You embrace your feelings, you're okay sharing it, and then before you know it, you fall right into those feelings. And then you go through that 6-week period of being bitter. No, I'm just joking. I'm totally on the troll squad tonight because, yeah. But other than that, the moon's in Aries right now. So this is personalizing where you stand. Okay. Through this new narrative being unveiled, and the first quarter square that we're stepping into will fully help you understand what about this cosmic knowledge is set to be grounded. For those of you who are emotionally mature, and for those of you who are ready to integrate a much deeper connection, then open up to the new friendships and connections you'll make, as something as indirect as connecting will open up a lot more satisfying relationships. For those of you who are shrugging the feelings away, just know every feeling you shrug is going to attract a counterforce to push you more into your feelings, okay? Thankfully, I realized what it is in this life I truly love, and it took me a while to understand, because I wasn't sure. I'm still a human at the end of the day, and I felt that what I seeked was, companionship. What I realized is I was just codependent, and I realized what my true love is. I was codependent on an ideal that I have, and I realized that I truly love food, and there's nothing in this world that makes me feel how, nicely warmed food makes me feel. And I didn't realize how much I took food for granted. So I have to go back to the drawing board, and I'm just going to rededicate myself to food that has nourished me my entire life. I'm going to go out on dates. I'm not going to marry food. I'm not going to be that obnoxious. But, I just think it's really important to honor the slain animal. Okay, never mind. Let me not take it there. Other than that, yeah, let me actually pull cards now for the zodiac signs. And music. I can't hate on music too. Music is just so amazing. Yeah. What was I going to say right now? I hope you guys are excited for the new pilot seasons I'm coming out with. I really am going to come out with that, the real world Zodiac edition, and maybe another kind of like sitcom. I want to kind of make some kind of astrology show. I'm just not sure exactly what, but Aries season, it's piloting. We coming through. And yeah, we'd go into the Peacemobile, but this that's what I forgot. The announcement. This energy is the every time I switch, it kind of makes some kind of weird noise. So I still want to learn to work the software, and then I'll kind of go back. But after this live, you're probably not going to see me. I might be back live on Wednesday, but I have an important announcement to make, because come the end of the week, there's going to be drastic changes. So I still have the 20-minute reading with 10 minutes free. You will find my prices drastically raised after this month is over, so please take advantage. I will be going back to school, so I am already back in class, so I won't necessarily be as available for readings anymore. If you've already booked one, worry not. And I no longer offer reports and tarot readings. I'm going to take this time to finish the rest of what I have, so I'm going to kind of take some time off to catch up. Once I catch up, bring back the astrological profile series. Barack Obama is episode number 2, and I'll finish the moon sign series. But up until then, you won't really see me live as frequently, because I'm going to really take this time to get back in my schedule, just so I can catch up and everything. And yeah. Other than that, really just keep that in mind. If you're waiting for a report already, I am going to get that finished. And yeah, I'm only going to have live readings available on Skype. And yeah, due to certain changes, I can't make the announcement yet, but I will. But due to certain changes, I will only be offering an hour and 30-minute readings moving forward. So if you have got a reading with me before, congrats. It is going to be much harder to. I will try and make it as available as I can, but yeah. Other than that, though, still what I kind of will lack in readings, I'm going to make up in series. So I'm going to be producing a lot more content again. Okay. But other than that, let's get to the cards. Amen. So Aries moon, Aries rising. We have the Five of Swords. I don't like that card. Let's do another one. We have the King of Wands. I like this much better. This is the entrepreneurship card, and this is definitely a lot to do. It's permanent, by the way. To be or not to be, the changes are permanent. So if you still do need a reading, I totally advise you take advantage of everything that I have now, because after for this week, whatever changes. Okay, so really keep that in mind. And other than that, yeah, for Aries moon, Aries rising, we do have the King of Wands. So really develop this independent entrepreneurial mind state. This week, this could be someone that you meet, and it's also going to indicate someone that's very powerful, that could really guide your focus and keep you very passionate. Okay, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. We have the Devil card. All right, the devil's going to be coming for you, Taurus, to catch all sorts of feelings. Better tell this mofo to swerve. But we also have the Star card. So this is talking about renewal. If you've been having to deal with a certain sense of any destructive tendencies or habits, I see this as a positive silver lining with the Star card. So the devil on its outset is not necessarily not really, you know what I'm saying, a bad thing at all. It's just really going to connect in a special way to reveal important influences. All right, and it's going to reveal certain dynamics that people may be deceiving you with. But be mindful about any destructive habits that need to be transcended. The Star card is, of course, going to help transcend this. Gemini moon, Gemini rising. We have the Chariot card. So the Chariot card is definitely speaking of you being in a position to reap from a lot of very amazing victory. It's speaking of you getting your own way and taking control of your situation through ignoring immediate gratification. So the Chariot is talking about you completely gaining a W this week. Okay, this is a W you're going to pick up for yourself, and it's really speaking of the self-love you'll really incorporate. Okay, which is awesome. Cancer moon, Cancer rising. We have the Queen of Pentacles card, which is Capricorn. Aries, we had the Leo card. Cancer, we have the Capricorn card. And I mean, looks like you're going to be forking up some cash. She might be aiding you in a job creation or a certain type of income stream. If we're talking about new friends, Aries, your new friend is the King of Wands. Cancer, your new friend is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Leo moon, Leo rising. We have the King of Swords. So Leo, your new friend is the King of Swords. This is talking about objectivity as well as impartiality and being fair above all. Okay. Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Your card is the Ten of Pentacles. So your new friend is more money. This is strictly just talking about wealth and strictly talking about being in a position to kind of capitalize on a whole lot of positive energy. But really money. Oh yeah. If anything, I just see this as like you coming into a lot of money that you make, but then you also have a connection into I think it's like keeping the wealth in the family type week. Libra, Libra moon, Libra rising, we have the death card. So the death card is definitely speaking of you being in a position to open up more to whatever is transitioning and fading away. I don't even sense anything bad with this death card. It's just kind of like the end of a certain chapter. And this is the week where it dies. Scorpio, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. We have the 10 of Pentacles for you too. So you're going to come into a lot of wealth without you even having to sacrifice somebody or kill them alive for money or some kind of ritual. You're going to get it conventionally. Congratulations. Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon. We have the Magician card. Look at you, you sniveling wild cards. This is amazing. You're totally going to be putting into focus a lot of your intentions. Look at this person's got the goddamn world in their hands. Sagittarius, come here and get this W, because you win in two, and that's just awesome. In fact, that's just amazeballs. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, it's amazing. So yeah, congrats. As above, so below. Whatever you focus on is going to become, because you are one of the most magical signs ever. Okay, I will always drag Sagittarius. Y'all are my favorite sign. I always drag my favorite signs ever. That's why I make fun of Sag, Libra, and Pisces the most. Just saying. Okay, Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon. I don't drag Capricorn. I just throw shade on y'all. This is what it is. Y'all are not my favorite. But we have the Sun card. The Sun card. My bad. My own moon sign was talking shit to me. The Sun card is definitely talking about happiness and also abundance and also enlightenment. That's awesome. You should come here and get this W too. I thought Sagittarius got the best card, but I was wrong. All right. Damn, you go be happy. All right. Looks like Taurus is the only one that's going to be dealing with some kind of shadow issues. Everyone else seems to be up right now. Aquarius, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. We have the Ace of Pentacles, very similar to Cancer here. Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles is, of course, speaking of you being in a position to probably help someone who's in their feelings, because they do that. No, I'm just joking. My bad, water signs. I kind of really went in on emotions. I was just kind of having a troll moment. But yeah, we also have the Star card. So whatever new financial opportunity you have, it's like $1 million idea in the making, and it's going to be awesome. Pisces, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Nope, never mind. I knew we were going to get this for someone else. We have the Devil card for you too. So looks like Taurus and Pisces are just going to be playing with the devil this week. Like, they're going to be the most tempted. This is literally the black magic psychic attack combo. So it makes sense. Pisces and Taurus will be having to deal with, you know, succubi and incubi, making them masturbate to drain their sexual energy. The whole shebang and the whole nine. Dream visitations. You're just going to have to really fight for your own sexual energy. Don't let the snoo goddesses try and take your energy. Pisces, show who's boss. Taurus, show who's boss. But honestly, the one thing that Taurus and Pisces will have that none of the other signs will have is just tantalizing, intense sex. Unless you don't, and the intense sex is with yourself, then, you know, do what you can to enjoy that. But the card that I have for everyone is the same card that I have for Libra. So give Libra a hug. Okay, and then give Libra your signature fake smile, because we love giving Libra our fake smiles. I think giving Libra a fake smile, and then after you give Libra a hug and a fake smile, care about their day. Fake care about their day. Just ask them how they are, even though you really don't care. You want to convey that you really don't care, but you're just asking because it's courtesy. You do those 3 things, you'll trigger a cutscene, and you may even have some of them blow up on you. Okay? And this is what we want. We want to trigger them. If you can trigger any Libra this week, do so. Because I feel Libras feel like they can't be triggered. You know how Libra acts like they're so cool? Like, unless it's like for a political issue, like a Libra will be triggered on stuff they're supposed to be. But you ever see a Libra like, you know, act like they can't be triggered? Like, they're just so cool. You could talk to Libra about whatever, and the Libra is going to listen to you with an objective mind. And it's just like, no, I'm not going to let what this person rub me the wrong way. Unless they have like a moon sign that's easily triggerable. Your homework this week is to trigger Libra. This is your homework. Find a Libra and trigger them. Okay? Especially if you can naturally trigger them. Cool. But really trigger Libra, because Libra is trying to like play this game where they just kind of like hold in their stress, and they don't want to blow up to anyone. They don't want to really like show anyone that they don't have the best control over their emotions, even though they're good. Trigger them. Whether you have to annoy them, whether you have to push their buttons, trigger a Libra. Good luck, because it could have disastrous consequences, but it's going to be so worth it. And hopefully they'll thank you after, because it's like, Libra needs more than love. What Libra needs is someone intelligent who's actually like on their level, who's not going to waste their time. And I'm sorry, Libra, we're all dumb, so good luck. But I am going to try my best to get people to trigger you so that people push your buttons and you at least just kind of blow up about something you haven't blown up about. And also so I could be on the side watching you fidget and just drinking my tea like, ha 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 ha, ha devil horns, ha ha. What's wrong with me, guys? I need your prayers. I need your prayers. First of all, I'm talking about not catching feelings, and now talking about triggering Libra, these chaos angels. Somebody help me. I have too much anxiety. Okay, I'm going crazy. They just started talking about loneliness being a mental problem. Loneliness apparently is now something that can increase mortality. And I thought that was very important to mention this Aquarius season, because they're finally doing studies into reaching out to lonely people. This is propaganda. Okay, they're trying to make fun of true hermits, trying to make it seem that we need friendship and we need to actually hang out with other people. I don't need none of y'all feeling that I don't need none of y'all feeling that Team Hermit has something wrong because we isolate ourselves from the rest of the world. You ain't no life path 9. You ain't no life path number 9. You ain't no hermit card, birth card. What's good? You have a lot of these fake wannabe hermits that are just lonely because they don't want to connect to other people, and then you have authentic hermits who it's everything just to hold space for y'all, and now they're calling case studies lonely, saying that we need help. Like we're desperately crying out for help or companionship. Oh my God, the nerve. You ain't no life path 9. Okay, I'm good. Anyway, shout out to hashtag Team Hermit out here. We're few, but we exist. The true introverts. Shout out to Team Virgo. Virgo is what's the word? Virgo is inducted into Team Life Path 9 because the Hermit card is Virgo, so they're honorable mentions. But if you ain't no Life Path 9, I don't want to hear you talk about you lonely. I don't want to hear you talk about you isolating. Go make you a friend. If you're not a Life Path 9, if you're not a Hermit card, if you're not Team Hermit, go make you a friend. Your homework is to make another friend and to trigger Libra. And if you want extra credit, make a Libra your friend. I'm a Gemini, so it's going to be hard for me to make friends with Libra that's inclusive for their other friendships, because I guess we're only good enough for them one-on-one. But go and find you a Libra friend you can trigger all week. And if you ain't no Life Path 9, if you ain't no hashtag Team Hermit, don't try and bring these feelings over here. Thank you. That's all I had to say. Something is seriously wrong with me, guys. I don't know. I'm like slowly going crazier, and I was already crazy, so I'm not really mad. But this is something that's happening. Anyway, I'm gonna do the super chat. Thank you guys once again, and yeah. Nicole. Oh, Morgan Best. I'm gonna start with you, Morgan Best. The card we have for you is the Two of Wands. And I think this is so amazing, Morgan. You are so magical. Every time that I've pulled a card for you, Morgan, the number of the card has predictably been the same as the number you donated. And that is a sign of how magical you are. I mean, your boy's magical. Your boy, the peace dealer, is magical as hell. So I got something to do with it. But this is a lot more you. The fact that it's been this consistent, I'm supposed to tell you to stay productive, but you have a lot of magic with your intent. The Two of Pentacles is like, if you want to make $5,000, you can make it. If you want to make $300, you can make it. So you're really stepping into your personal manifestation magic. Okay. Let's get this show on the road still. Nicole White, the card that I have for you is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, of course, is speaking of you tapping into your sense of profound independence, as well as your sense of ambition, and also being in a position to very boldly express yourself as needed too. Okay. Chad Taylor, the card that we have for you is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is speaking of you being in a position to really harness this shift of fortune and shift of luck and change of luck in your life that's going to indicate a much greater degree of luck, if anything, and not just luck, but also a lot of positive turns in your favor. Ooh, I like the card. Jazz Ravenel, we have the Page of Wands that's really pushing you to be really embracing exciting news and an exciting development of your events and what's kind of going on and whatnot, because you're going to receive great news and you're going to receive exciting developments. But also push yourself to do something you haven't done, because this assignment will be really positive. KB, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is definitely, of course, speaking of you coming into a lot of wealth and you coming into a lot of money. And I feel like this has much to do with how you're keeping it in the family and your tradition. So definitely open up to increases of your funds. Becky, we have the Eight of Cups. So this is speaking of you having to walk away from any toxic or bad influences that open you up to a greater level of, you know what I'm saying, searching for something deep. All right. Quantum. One moment. Oops. All right. Quantum. I have the Wheel of Fortune for you too. The Wheel of Fortune is speaking of a shift of luck and a shift of fortune that's definitely going to indicate a much greater level of positivity and just great news that you're going to really see fall everything in place. Margaret, we have the Four of Swords, which is talking about you getting enough rest. But what I'm channeling for you is that you're picking up the advanced way to do things. So when you're doing something, your mind is going to wonder how to do it. But in that split second, your brain is cognitively picking something up. You already know what to do. So you're teaching yourself to interact in a new way that's a bit different. And I'm saying this just so you can trust yourself the first time, just so you fall out of that confirmation trap. Okay. Has a lot to do with Uranus in Aries too. Luna G, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is definitely speaking of you being in a position to harness a great level of celebration and friendship in your life. You're going to be and connect around people who you can genuinely connect to and have fun with. And it's going to be pretty awesome for you. Okay. Lilac Ocean 420. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is speaking of you being in a position to kind of embrace a greater sense of sneakiness and strategy, rather. It's saying you work a lot better on your own, but you're going to gain information that'll put you ahead of a proverbial curve, as well as key you into a greater degree of control, really. But just be mindful about who you're telling what, because not everyone's to be trusted, that's for sure. Astro Dim 7. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is definitely speaking of new love. Your Venus return is going to bring a new romantic and emotional situation that's definitely going to be very fulfilling. All right. Goddess Adorned. We have the 10 of Cups. So you and the Taurus are not only supposed to be together, but definitely experience romantic love, bliss, and harmony. This is a definite yes. Oops. Miss Kiki. We have the Ace of Swords. This is a definite yes. If there was ever a yes or no question. And this is definitely speaking of the truth bringing in great victory for you to experience as well in a positive way. Sabina Suryanaya. We have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is definitely speaking of you being in a position to utilize and integrate a very great nature of excitement. You're definitely in a much more authentic position to reap powerfully from any competition or any kind of struggles that have to be harnessed to bring out greater strength. So know that any clashes of personality will add to your character through that struggle. The Hangman, Let Us Live, is saying you want to make peace with uncertainty and be willing to sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed for the greater good, so you don't have to really deal with too many hassles. Sid, the card that I have for you is the Star card. The Star card is definitely speaking of you being in a position to gain a whole lot of renewal and happiness because of a lot of what has been shifting positively for you in your life. Potato Dono. we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is speaking of you kind of allowing yourself a soulmate encounter, and not just a soulmate encounter, but you also kind of connecting with either someone in your past or someone who's in a much greater position to make you feel safe. It totally is a soulmate indicator, though. All right. Infinity. We have the Four of Swords. So this is really just encouraging you to rest a lot more. And you will gain a lot of mental restoration and rest and relaxation through such. Okay. Zaria Jordan. We have the Nine of Swords, but I also have the King of Cups. You might be channeling someone's anxiety through you. Okay. And it's totally important to shed. But yeah, the real card I got is the Ace of Wands. I got a little distracted. The Ace of Wands is saying, if you do find yourself in a negative situation, it's going to pick up and it's going to definitely transcend. There's something positive that's going to release from any anxiety, and it's going to really be exciting for you. So just embrace that newness. Nancy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely speaking of a stabilization, if anything, and you being in a position to kind of be in a better position to, receive more clients. I like that, though, because it definitely does speak of stability, if anything, though. And Brittany, you definitely will get enough referrals. Brittany, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, if anything, is speaking of you rushing, okay, but also kind of being in a position to take advantage of any opportunities. So if you find that this Knight of Swords rushes into your life, it'll be in a position to, of course, capitalize on a very swift flow of events. Barbara, we have the Eight of Cups for you. So this is encouraging you to really walk away from anything that doesn't really serve you, but also be in a position to kind of gain a better degree of strength emotionally, okay? Because it will kind of influence you to make the right decisions in that sense, and find something deeper, really. Bama Bea, why did he come back? We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is illustrating maybe some sense of completion. Both of these cards will now kind of complete that. He probably came back because you have something long-term with this person. But I was just going to say you just haven't finished your karma. But this person may be a long-term potential, and maybe he's back to do it the right way this time. Love Goddess, we have the Page of Wands telling you to embrace excitement and also telling you to embrace a lot of newness that will encourage a lot more positive excitement in your life, okay? Because you're going to receive some really fun news. Sonia, will I meet someone at my new college? This is literally the new yes card. And it's really meeting someone that you align on a mental level, you have great mental communication with, and you just unload and express a whole lot of stuff on your head. Spider fingers, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is definitely speaking of assured material increase that you're going to make on your own. Congrats. Diane Nolan, should I take action on what I saw today? Yes. It's encouraging you to be daring, and it's probably something you haven't done, so be excited about what you do. Moon Bay, please forgive me for my gaslighting. I know you're double water, so I can never lie or make fun of water without you calling me out on my BS. I'm a little bit mad about that, but it is what it is. I appreciate you too. Of course, we would have the Ace of Cups for you, Moon Bay. This is awesome. This is definitely speaking of new love or a new phase of love, or in some sense, a lot of positive developments here when it comes to connecting in such this vibrant way. Larry Jacko. We have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is definitely speaking of perhaps any betrayal. No, it's talking about letting go of stuff that you have to sacrifice. I don't think this is addressing at all the light flashes, though, that you're speaking of. Yeah. I can't really speak on the light flashes you've been seeing, but it has something to do with your heart. Perhaps it has to do with an imbalance in your heart that's causing it. Sharon, the card that I have for you, yeah, Lilac, you spoke way too soon. The card that I have for you is the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, the Knight of Swords is definitely speaking of a fast, rapid flow of events. I think he might reveal something that will kind of move things forward pretty quickly. Annie, we have the World card. The World card for you is definitely indicating a very important level of completion. All right. Appreciate you, Heidi. Thank you for joining. It's definitely speaking of a lot of completion and you graduating to the next level, especially dealing with people in high positions who will be seeking out your expertise. Layla Jade, we have the King of Cups. So you just want to be compassionate. Your emotional maturity and not really trying to get caught up in stuff will be better. And we also have the Lovers card, which is indicating wholeheartedly connecting creatively to stuff. So follow your heart and what it loves and creatively express yourself, and you won't have to worry because you're remembering the birds in the sky and never worry about what they're going to eat. And they, you know, that's a horrible analogy, but Lisa, is the interview this Thursday, Wednesday worth it? Yes. And not only is it worth it, the more you kind of bring it, and also the more you're in a position to embrace your own power and charisma, the better. All right. James Pennant, we have the Four of Swords for you. The Four of Swords is speaking of you gaining proper rest and you being in a position to also kind of acknowledge the mental clarity that you have possible to gain. Claire Smith, but it's really just saying you're going to gain a lot of rest and an end of a conflict. Claire Smith, we have the King of Cups. This is incorporating a very compassionate, soothing influence. It really is just speaking to having the emotional high road. And whatever happened, you being able to see things from a wise and compassionate standpoint. Patricia Barlow, we have the Wheel of Fortune for you. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely speaking of you shifting your luck, but we also have the Ten of Cups here after as well. So you're not just shifting your luck, but you're also in a position to step into a much greater flow of bliss and happiness, helping you, healing me. We have the Knight of Cups. So advice on the past 2 days is to embrace your feelings in a very seductive way that has you creatively expressing yourself. So you're engaging in how people feel instead of mentally, okay? And it's just really asking you to look at things from your heart instead of too logically. AMP Goddess, we have the Queen of Wands. So you really want to express more your independent nature because that fearlessness will attract more positive energy than not. Pause your woods. We have the Strength card. This is talking about love and frolics and fun. You're on the radar, really, because Who's on the radar for you needs your love. They have so much anxiety. This person just needs you to kind of smack them in the head and just be like, hey, silly, you know, you don't have to be in your head all the time, right? And then you'll find out they're actually a really fun person too. Your light is literally just going to bring out their light. All right, Karen Joe, this Gemini came back. Is he catching feelings? Yeah. Looks like you and this Gemini too have a very lovely, blissful connection. Now, if I were you, I would run very far away. I'm a Gemini myself. This is my Capricorn moon coming out. I have to live with this Gemini sun every day. And the reason why I have not turned freaking crazy yet is the grace of God. Gemini is so annoying. Run away. Run away, because you should appreciate yourself. Now, I will say as a Gemini, we are fabulous. So forget what my hating ass Capricorn moon wants to say. Yes, you should be lucky that he came back, and get ready for a lot of fun. And I'm sure he's blessed to have seen how much he is to be blessed to have you in his life. Shannon, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is speaking of you also gaining assured material gain in your life, but also being in a position to open up greater to how well you can save what it is you receive, okay? Let's peep the 420 tag too. Sapphire Love, what the future holds for you. Oh, snap. Is the Ace of Cups. First of all, thank you very much for the generous donation. I totally missed that. Onyabo, if that was a mistake, let me know if I need a refund, but much appreciated too. Definitely grateful. Sapphire Love, we have the Ace of Cups, so the future holds amazing things, a fresh new renewal to you actually connecting authentically to certain key people when it comes to love. So congratulations in that regard. To be or not to be. We have the Death card. So that's one thing that I forgot to tell you. Appreciate you, Anyabo. Really appreciate you, man. One thing I forgot to tell everyone that I'm going to say maybe in the next live or a love reading is a lot of you, your single lives are dying. The reason why you're feeling all this weird energy is because your single self is dead. Like your relationship self is waking up, and it's weird. It's like, but a lot of you want to be single still, and it's like it's dying, a cold, miserable ego death. And it's like, but I don't want to be dependent on a relationship with someone. I don't want to actually connect with someone else. I want to be single. But it's like, no, fam, it's dying. So I feel you. I'm there too. I've been holding on. We have, of course, the Death card saying you are going to lose your individuality. And just let it die. It's not going to really be gone forever. It's going to transform. Okay. But yeah. The message we have for you this week is also the Death card, but also the Four of Wands. This transformation is facilitating its final stage to where you're really going to embrace great celebration and completion in your favor. Patty Kaufman, should I go for the Scorpio? Is it worth it? We have the Death card for you too. If you're ready for everything to transform, yes, it is going to be worth it, though. We have the Eight of Pentacles, so as long as you're willing to put in the work, but everything's going to change, so be mindful. If you're okay with that, then go for it. Little Miss Abundance, 77, Hutchie, we have the Magician. What you need to know is you just need to keep on doing whatever you're already doing. Your focus and your willpower are seeing you through, and you're on fire right now. So keep positive. Know that your thoughts, as above, so below, are manifesting exactly what you need. L Rising, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is saying there's greater balance being ushered into your life, and you want to facilitate this by your willingness and ability to stay focused and to exercise good moderation in your life and management. All right. Walking Miracle, we have the Page of Wands. So you want to stay focused, very much so. All right. And David Rosher, we have the star card. So you're going to gain exciting news from something that is a dream come true. And this is going to shock you. Like, yes, this is probably a star in your field reaching out to you and actually, like, you know, making you a part of what they do, or really you realizing something that you've been dreaming of. So amazing. I would just enjoy that. Julie, we have the world card for you. So there's going to be a completion that you finish of a lesson you had to do that's going to really, really open up the next level of what you have to accomplish. Enjoy an accomplishment, basically, and it's going to be great. Rainbow, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is speaking primarily of you being in a position to not only put your life in order by really staying productive, but it's saying that you have more manifestation power than you've been using. So you want to actually, and this is me channeling a little bit, you want to experiment with money spells. Do 3 money spells a week. If not a day, no, 3 money spells a week, and just experiment with how well they work. And then just like a scientist, see how different variables you make to changes of your money spells work. And you're going to come up with a technique that works all the time. Brienne, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, it's not a mean card, so I can't be mean. So I'm going to be nice. We have money, 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 money. And the world, girl, what's going on? What? Looks like your imaginary babe might make it rain on you this week, or some very rich suitor might be like, yo, paying that dowry price. On Yabo, Plethoric Wellness. Make sure you guys hit up Plethoric Wellness, by the way. I'm going to have him on a peace talk very soon. Really good brother right there. And appreciate the donation. We have the Capricorn Queen of Pentacles card. I kind of see this as a Capricorn woman who might be a very good complement for your Cap Moon, and is in a position to help manage and work with you with what you're doing. If anything, this is someone who's going to really see eye to eye to your ambitions and help with what you're currently doing. So it's really great, especially for the financial development of what you're really stepping into. You'll have someone who can help handle the more financially not daunting tasks, but more how you spend your money on yourself. B, we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles, of course, is speaking of whatever you're doing, just keep doing it, because the consistency and the quality you add to your work, the better, okay? And it's going to put you in a greater work. Khalil Lewis, Love Life card. We have the Tower. The Tower card, of course, is speaking of unexpected upheaval, as well as unexpected developments that crash down a greater flow of events, or a greater flow of energy, if anything. But it's going to be a whirlwind romance that you might want to be careful, because if you're not trying to get anyone pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Yahula, we have the Death card. All right, the Death card is saying embrace any endings that occur so that you can transform very gracefully, okay? Underdog 12, we have the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to cloud up with a lot of cash. No wonder you made this generous donation, my friend. It's definitely going to speak on you being in a position to gain a whole lot of personal funds on your own merit, and you're just going to have a lot more money to enjoy on your own. All right, Rafa Mama, one of the realest Virgos ever. We have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is definitely speaking of you having the brains of what to do. You need to find the right team of people to work with you, but it's talking about the development of your skills and you gaining greater trade craft skills through whatever you work through. Sean G, we have the Knight of Pentacles for you, but we also have the Page of Cups. This is speaking of perhaps a new emotional situation. You could be this Knight of Pentacles, but there is someone who's very much so feeling you, my friend. Your willingness to be consistent and practical, the message I'm getting is just don't necessarily back down. Someone's ready to open up to you. There's going to be romantic messages shared between you and this person as well. And yeah, we also have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is speaking more of you maintaining professionalism and you being in a position to stay ambitious. David, I did get your email. I haven't responded yet. I don't think I might be able to find time for that, but thank you for offering. But I definitely have seen it. I'm going to keep it there. Sammy Hill, the card that I have for you is the Death card. So embrace any transformation as well that you're having to heal from. You'll find that this layer just sheds from you. For any of you who weren't able to donate, I have a free card for you too. Don't worry, everyone wins. The card that I have for everyone is the Temperance card. There's going to be great balancing. There's also going to be great moderation. You're in a position to really balance a whole lot of your energy. And we have the Lovers card and the Knight of Cups. So it's being able to balance love and friendship in a very positive and great way. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all stay blessed, and until next time, peace.